Nobody at NASA cared about the weather in Jersey, but that didn't stop Aunt Rosie from pacing by the window, fretting over thunderstorms on the day of my brother Eddie's wedding, the same day as the moon landing. Rain was a blessing for newlyweds, but to Rosie, it also meant disaster for the astronauts. But it didn't rain. It was just unbearably muggy. That night, stepping outside the reception for a smoke, I watched my cigarette smoke drift toward the moon. They were up there. That was insane. Maybe they could see me, I thought. Earlier, on the way to the church, me, Eddie, and the groomsmen had squeezed into a Lincoln Continental. The radio was counting down the Eagle's descent, and when it landed safely, the entire car erupted in cheers before we sped off to the wedding. Everything around me looked the same, yet different. The world had changed. At the reception, I snuck outside again for another cigarette. That's when I met Barty, a freckled waiter on his own break. He borrowed a light and we stood there smoking, our conversations swirling up with the smoke. We talked about birthdays, mine had been forgotten in the wedding chaos, dreams, his involved finding the Loch Ness Monster, and feeling invisible. Barty knew he was getting fired that night. He had told his boss to kiss his ass, but he didn't seem to mind. "Nobody ever notices nothing," he said. I knew exactly what he meant. Then, suddenly, he threw his arms up and waved wildly toward the sky. "I see him, Dom," he shouted, grinning. And for a moment, I almost believed he could.